So this morning, before I was able to bring the kids to school, me and my husband got into a tiff with one another, and I got caught in a cycle where I just had to prove that I was right, and all of a sudden the whole thing just escalated out of control and got way bigger than it needed to be. Isn't that typical of like a lot of our days? Something starts as a simple, innocent comment, and all of a sudden it's taken the wrong way, it's misperceived, an assumption is made, and it quickly escalates into something way more than it ever needed to be. Or the simple comment that isn't really thought through very well. It's just an off-the-cuff statement or a thought, and it escalates into a world all its own. It wasn't even meant to be anything, but somebody took offense and then they ran with it. Maybe you're the person taking offense, or maybe you're the person that is doing the offending, and depending on the day, you might actually be both. In Ephesians chapter 4, Paul says, I urge you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called, with all humility and gentleness. This week, I'd like to take a look at these two words, humility and gentleness. Before you skip ahead to the next video, just hang with me for 1 second. I know this is not a popular response to someone who has caused offense. Our typical response when we are offended is to make the person pay. How can I make them suffer? They've said something insensitive. They've said something hurtful. They've said something ignorant. They said something misogynistic or racist. And I have to make sure that they know what they've done and they pay for it. If our goal is that maybe the person reconsider their behavior, I found the most effective way is to approach the person with humility and gentleness. Now, I know it's not easy, because you probably have a right to be angry. You've been hurt. But humility and gentleness puts you in a position to be heard, to express your hurt, but in a way that the other person can actually hear what we are saying. Today, what offense needs to be addressed? Who has hurt your feelings? Who has insulted you? Who has treated you poorly? Rather than coming in hot, guns blazing, maybe just step back for a minute, take a deep breath, or 3, and consider what a humble response would be, so that maybe, just maybe, God could use this situation so that this never takes place again. This will take prayer. It will take faith. Today, live faith first.